Morning guys, John back with another video from the beach huts. And if you're loving these videos, if you're enjoying the content, thank you so much for joining us on this channel. It's a tough thing setting up a new YouTube channel. I've learned a huge amount over the last few weeks. We've been going now on this for a good couple of weeks, and oh my goodness, have I learned a lot about camera positions and lighting and all that kind of thing. And I'm now investigating, amongst other things, acoustic performance to make this as good for you as possible. But if you're loving what we're doing, then please hit subscribe, smash that like button, leave a comment, let us know what we could do better. More importantly, leave a comment and let us know what we could do next. Because actually, this channel is fed by ideas from you, the people. You, the viewers, the mad few who decide that tuning in every single time we pop on a video is the right thing to do right now. I'm not entirely sure whether it is or not, but c'est la vie. Okay. Right. We have a guru alert. Now, this guru alert popped onto my social media feed yesterday, and it's from a company. Now, as promised, I will always keep the company and the people involved, etc., completely anonymous, because amongst other things, I think that anonymity is important, but a bigger thing for me is that I also think that people should be allowed to make their own decisions, their own judgments about people. This is just my view based on what I have seen and what effect this has had to 3 investors. Okay, and there are 3 of which I know about right now. So, the company I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to be very careful with this, is a turnkey project management / builder / operator. Now, I've just seen in the last few days them start to advertise for lo and behold education products, and lo and behold free masterclasses, etc., etc., etc. And I'm aware very much so of 3 individual investors who have been affected by this company, quite severely affected by this company, to the extent that the deal that was offered, the project that was offered, was not properly executed and required investor intervention in all 3 cases. So, what was going on here? What was being offered via a hard sell, and you know how much people of the anti-Euro world, I hate the hard sell. I absolutely hate the hard sell. It's very much a 1980s affectation, the fear of missing out, the fear of not getting the deal, all coupled with we'll reduce this, we'll put in a price reduction, we'll do this. Hard. It's not the way selling, in my view, should operate. But that's just my view. I've always operated on the soft sell method. Very famously, the quote I always give is from the former chief executive of Merrill Lynch at the time of the financial crisis, on the day before Lehman Brothers went pop. Merrill Lynch was sold to Bank of America. And Merrill Lynch was sold to Bank of America at 60 cents on the dollar. All through soft selling. Not through hard, all through soft. And the guy who did it was a gentleman called John Thane. And John even managed to get his own job at Bank of America and his own title at Bank of America, and moved all of his staff from Merrill Lynch over to Bank of America. I think that's the power of soft selling. But hard selling in this world is an effect. So this was sold as a turnkey project. It was sourced by the company using their building team, which turned out to be less than experienced, maintained by their building team, again less than experienced, and operated by them. So it was a proper turnkey solution. All the investor did was provide money. The issue arose, and the issues arose, it wasn't just one issue, it was many. The deal simply didn't execute in the manner in which it was priced and in the manner in which it was sold. The purchase decision in this case was based on the company saying to the investors, of which there were many, that they would execute the deal in a certain way, to a certain standard, and it was based on their experience on executing this type of deal. What occurred was a poorly executed development, which was not to regulation, very much not to regulation, not to the building regs, not to planning, based on a poorly framed planning proposition in a town that, and there are many of those, that considers serviced accommodation a sui generis use. The investors in question had to then take direct intervention. So they had to go and sort out the problems themselves, and all with this company charging essentially a management fee, a maintenance fee, and everything else in between. Now that doesn't seem very right. And it doesn't seem very right. And the thing that has really irked me is that this company in question has now taken the decision to move into the education sector and move into a sector where there, once again, we've got these terms of you can be financially free, this can be super passive, you don't need on-site management, we'll do it all for you, this is how you make money out of SA. Oh my goodness, SA. I could go on and on and on about serviced accommodation and how it is sold as super passive, and having known and having spoken to and having worked with a number of serviced accommodation operators in the past, and having a lot of them as clients, I know full well that serviced accommodation is not super passive. Serviced accommodation is active. It is a property investment strategy that you need to actually work at. Have a look at my video with Matt Baker, when we spoke to a real HMO guru, an HMO guru who's actually operating in the market, in order to understand exactly what I'm talking about there. Now, I've been very, very careful, as you probably guessed, to keep all of the details of the developments in question, of which there are many, clear and free, so that you can make your own judgments. My concern with all of these things is that it was sold turnkey, so essentially the vendor of the product, the company in question, was purporting to do all the due diligence for the investor. And as a very good YouTuber, Chef Razul, a former dragon on Dragon's Den Online, says, do your due diligence. We encourage people to do their due diligence on us. We want them to talk to us. We want them to look at our projects. We showcase what our previous projects are, and we're very open in exactly where they are, so people can go and look at them. Right? We do all of that. The company in question did that in a very glossy way, in a very London way, but it was a veneer. There was nothing behind it to really purport to that. So what I say is, do your homework on the people you are doing business with. Yeah, especially in this market. Especially in this market. I spoke to a client 2 days ago who said, my architect and my planning consultant are saying that I can do a Class PA development right now. And I just said it straight and said, there is no time to do a Class PA development right now. You cannot get a planning application in time and run it through an appeal, because in reality all that council has to do is refuse you and you've lost the Class PA. So you've bought a property based on a presumption that you're going to get a prior approval right that is due to die at a certain point in time. That's quite an important point. So do your homework on the experts that are advising you. There's a video on my there's 2 videos on my channel now. One on how to spot a guru and how to vet your expert. Have a look at both. Alright guys, I hope that's been of interest. Stay alert to the gurus out there. They're all out there. And if you want me to look into one of them, then please drop me an email. You can catch me at John McDermott at tpexpert.co.uk. I'll put a link in the description. Alright? And I will be happy to review a guru again. If I hear more about this particular guru, this particular company, if it comes more serious, then of course I will report upon it, because our job is to highlight to you guys the world of the guru. Alright guys, have a safe weekend. I'll see if I can get a video out over the weekend. I hope to do so. I have banned Mrs. McDermott from being up a ladder today, so the chart, and for those of you who know me on Facebook, you'll know exactly what that's about. So you will hopefully see the recording of PQTs from later on today. Have a great day everyone. See you very soon.